views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hey, everybody. It's so great to have all of you tune in, turn us on. It's so wonderful to be connecting with all of you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for another day. I am so thrilled that Leslie Fontaine is in the house. And, you know, last month we were talking about a topic towards the end of the show. And all of a sudden we got, we probably should talk about that. Well, Leslie, as you know, has created Sheer Alchemy, Transformation Catalyst, intuitive energetic gifts she shares with people all over the world. Whether you are listening to her do her own show or you have seen her in person, she has now written an absolutely new script on what abundance is or could be. Today, we're taking her powerful message with the help, of course, of ascended masters, archangels. We're getting down to what is called creation. Every day is new. Leslie, this is yummy.
Very yummy. Very yummy. Yeah, everything is new. I mean, you know, one thing about creation is that a lot of times we're doing it alone. And there's a lot of little flags that go up for us when we're in the creation process that, you know, maybe no one's told us what it's like to be a creator. And so today we kind of want to talk about that and understand when those flags and buttons go off and the fear intensifies, what to do about it.
Yeah. You know, every day is anew. And yet, I don't know about you, but I can certainly point to times in my life where even though today is a new day, I'm still hovering over in yesterday. I'm still hovering over in last year. Oh, wait, let me hover over a decade ago when that thing that happened that I'm still bringing up today.
Yeah.
What's the key for you? What have you discovered about this?
The key I have to remind myself of are a few things which we're going to talk about. First of all, creation is individual. It's unique. There can be a group syncing up, but you really have to be with a lot of people that are very like-minded and you're joining in. So typically when we're creating, we're on our own. Secondly, it's new territory, and most of us have not learned how to handle new territory. We have gone to school to learn the last way of doing things. You know, even with war, they talk about how we fight this war the way we fought the last war, you know, or we prepare for the next war with last war's weapons. So, you know, to understand that this is brand new territory can bring up a lot of fear and a lot of triggers because no one said it was okay that there's no roadmap, that there's no plan we should be following that was given by some great advisor from somewhere else. So there's a lot of pieces to creation and following guidance and allowing your intuition to be at work and allowing synergistic things to happen that, you know, no one's really reinforced for us.
And, you know, our topic today, or our show episode, is called Creation. Every day is new. And I guess one can say every day is new, every minute is new. But what does that mean when we're sharing this with people? Because it's a powerful thing to say. It's a powerful thing to say creation. Every day is new, yet we miss it. We miss the point.
Well, if I was looking at the point of anything, I would be looking at the fact that we're continuously, walking our soul path, and we are raising our vibration, and we are clearing out a lot of debris from a ton of lifetimes that, and we're bringing light into the world, and boy, does the world need it. So when we start on a path of creating something, we are going to hit blocks. We're going to hit wounds. We're going to hit fears. We're going to hit procrastination, all these things. And the whole point of those is to go into them, to heal them, to clear them, and to know what the fear is about. So it could be ancestral. It could be, wounds that we collected as a child, learning about, well, not you. You're not that smart, that good, that brilliant, that whatever, right? All these messages that are there for us to heal, because most of us have learned to play life safe. We've learned to do the standard role. This is how we act in the world. These are the rules we live by. This is how the economy works. Everybody gets a bank account. Everybody gets a car. Everybody lives in an apartment, whatever it is. And when you start doing creation, it takes you on a very different path.
Yeah. I wanted to talk with you about the idea of inspiration and creation. Inspiration and creation.
Yummy.
Now, yeah, it is yummy. Now, some people like, Pat, you got the wrong word, sister. You mean perspiration and creation. No, I don't know. I could mean that, but I don't think I do. But it is. Let's talk about inspiration and creation and what that starts to look like if, in fact, we can step into the idea that every day is new.
Right. Well, an inspired idea is hopefully coming from a higher consciousness place. It's an idea of creating something. Like anybody who creates a new product, that would be an easy thing, a new widget, and they get this idea, well, something new's never been seen before. So, someone's already invented the can opener and you've got some new way of, puncturing that tin. Okay. It's something new for some new reason. And everyone around you is going to look like, well, how are you going to do that? Well, where are you going to get that? Well, how would we use that? If it's never been seen before, there isn't a previous view of it. So a lot of times inspiration is that special sauce. It's like, well, this is how it's going to look. The problem we next have after inspiration is, the hows come in. Well, how are you going to do that? Where are you going to get the money? How, and you can immediately feel that oppressive energy coming in, that almost breaks it down. And then by the time you're done with that for an hour, you're not going to do anything.
I think, and this is, you just said it, and I just went a little bit right there to it. I think how is one of the greatest destructive devices in dreaming big. I really do. But we so get there so quickly, right?
But we've been taught that. We've been taught that we have to CYA. We have been taught that we have to be careful, that if we're not perfect and it doesn't go right the first time and we threw all that money away and we threw all that energy and time away, like somehow that is just so diminishing. And so all that fear of failure comes up. And again, another opportunity to heal, right? Just because last time it looked like you failed from someone's perspective. It could be grandma, it could be your dad, it could be whoever. The idea that the next time you create something, well, you know how it went last time, so we have all this messaging that is showing up to be healed. End of story.
And, here's what I love for all of you out there. This is not something for the handful of people. Leslie and I are not talking here today about like that 1% that you think perhaps has got the golden ticket to creating an amazingly epic, just giganda life. No, this is for all of y'all listening to the show today. And you know what? If you are having a hard time right now asking big, if you're having a hard time in that place of creation where every day is new and you want that every day is new to be a new you and get rid of the pew in your life, we're going to help you with this today. 1-800-930-2819. This is the warm-up from what everybody gets ready to do, Leslie, in January. It's like the warm-up. You know, it is like, whoa, January's coming. It's not here yet. Let's wait for January. Then let's create a new. How does that serve us, Leslie?
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's fine. January is an arbitrary date in our calendar. There's all kinds of calendars all around the world, you know. So for whoever's listening, they may decide that, you know, like who decided fiscal years start in July. But anyway, you know, there's all kinds of calendars that people operate by. You know, the funny thing I was thinking about just now was who decided to put tea in ice cream? You know, like somebody decided that, right? When I was growing up, I'm just going to tell you, there was no tea in ice cream. Now someone decided that's the thing. We want tea and ice cream. So remember, whatever idea you've had, sometimes we have an idea and someone goes and does it and we go, God, I thought of that 10 years ago. Why didn't I do that? Well, you didn't, you know? So that's the good question. It's like, why is okay? Because that's the beginning of the healing process. So now it's like, well, what's your new idea now? What is it that you want to create now? That's what we want to find out.
Yeah, this is create. This is the time. This is what we're doing. For those of you out there are thinking, I do want to create, but I don't know. I don't know what to. You know what? I don't know is right up there next to how. The I don't know is right. They are like twins, Leslie, right? They are the twins to devastate a dream. They are the twins. The I don't know. They are right there. That is your dream team of devastation, and we want to help you get rid of them. 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, we want to take you on the journey. We want to take you on the journey to say, wait a minute, what are the messages, as Leslie would say it, that are wandering around up there that stop us, or better yet, confuse the angels and the masters as to what the heck we really want. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Beyond being this amazing neurologist, inventor, author, Dr. Dan Cohen has been called to look at technology and look at personal and spiritual development and merge these together. This technology uses the healing and psychospiritual effects of synchronized sounds, vibrations, electromagnetic fields, and how that interacts with us in our nervous system in what we're calling the Soltec chair.
The Soltec Lounge induces profound levels of relaxation that transition over time into deep meditative states. The synchronized sound, vibration, and magnetic field induce these states. The subject doesn't have to work at it.
To learn more, go to soltecwellbeing.com. That's SOLTEC Wellbeing.
Are you feeling stagnant or blocked in your love life, career, health, or finances? Experiencing difficulty focusing or setting and achieving goals? Tune in to Spiritual Diagnostics Radio with psychic visionary healers Carol Dorian and Suzanne Evans. Discover the cause and effect of unwanted patterns in life. Tune in every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio. For more information, visit spiritualdeed.com.
Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
Is traditional medicine not working for you? Do you still feel as if your health isn't 100%? Here at the Holistic Medical Center, Dr. Nushin Darvish and the qualified staff look through the dimensions of wellness and start a healing plan prioritized to your needs. Our physicians assess the whole you until complete health is achieved. Get the help you need by visiting drdarvish.com or call 425-451-0404.
Tune in to Lucid Planet Radio with Dr. Kelly Neff. This hit show will illuminate your senses and empower you beyond your daily stressors and hardships. Renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly will captivate you with far-reaching topics and amazing guests as you wake to the greatest version of yourself. Learn to tap into your intuitions, think critically about our world, heal emotional and psychological wounds, and follow your passions to live your dreams. The Lucid Planet. Welcome home. Visit lucidplanetradio.com for more information.
Are you ready for a game changer? Sarah Westall is bringing you Business Game Changers Radio. Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune in to Business Game Changers Mondays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's so great to have all of you tune us in and turn us on. I'm Dr. Pat. I'm here with Leslie Fontaine. We are taking on creation. Every day is new. For those of you out there, we would love for you to give us a shout and help you get the creation juices flowing. Have you ever thought in your life that you're asking for something and you're so ashamed to ask for it? Somehow along the way you've learned, oh no, don't ask. But you know what? There is a spirit energy that says, ask big. Ask big. Set your belief, your faith in action and create. But sometimes we have to heal, right, Leslie?
Yeah,
sometimes we got to heal. Tell us about the relationship between creation and healing.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. If we were, run-of-the-mill other people who were, just operating in the world, we might white-knuckle it through, push through, be aggressive through, or we might languish in our fears or in our sensitivities and hide in that place. But if we're coming from a place of consciousness and we're coming from awareness and some sort of sensibility that we're on a soul path and that this lifetime is a culmination of many others, then we can't get sidetracked by, a fear of failure or, well, I'm not that clever, I'm not that creative. Whatever's coming up, we realize is coming up on purpose to be healed. So that we don't have to hang out in that place and stay defeated. So if we're carrying the energies of family and the fear of failure, poverty, shaming, humiliation, you've got to be perfect, all that stuff, then that's showing up to be healed. No matter what comes up that feels like a heavy, difficult energy, we're looking at it from the standpoint of, wow, this is coming up because my creative idea triggered this reaction within me. And what do I want to do about it? How do I want to release that? How do I want to walk through it? So it's never just this personal level thing. It becomes a bigger opportunity to clear something out that maybe for our whole lives we've been carrying around.
Yeah. I have heard, I just want to talk about this a little bit. It was yesterday. No, actually, it was this morning. Sorry about that. I'm not very good with time. I don't have a good placement of time. Something may have happened an hour ago, and I think it's yesterday. I've always been like that all my life. But this morning, I was on a call, And the word overwhelm came up with multiple people on these calls this morning. And I thought, my gosh, I don't want that in my consciousness. I don't want that in my consciousness. And here I am, Leslie, I'm focusing on the word by saying I don't want that in my consciousness. I mean, I know you're laughing because as I'm saying it, you're thinking, oh, honey, don't be saying that. But listen, relief. Mm-hmm. How do we get relief so that we could create that which we really want? Relief.
Oh, boy. Well, you got some doozies today, don't you? So, you're not letting me hide out in any superficial territory here. So, we have a lot of, I don't want to call them excuses because that's got such a negative word, but we have a lot of mechanisms in our field to protect us. Mm-hmm. All right. We have learned self-protection. And one of the biggest areas of self-protection is from failure. And from the implications of what failure is, what it means, what we learned it to mean. Some of us learned that failure could be absolutely devastating, horrifying, upsetting. We learn to be afraid of our own emotions. We learn to be afraid of whether we could handle things. I remember my mother used to think I was so sensitive. So if my friends were throwing a surprise party for me, she felt it was her job to tell me ahead of time that that's what they were going to do so I could handle it. And, we do that. We do this with ourselves. We coach ourselves into this place. So overwhelm is a technique we use for self-protection. Mm. It's a way to check out. Mm. And to not engage. What we do is we make this thing universal, cosmic, galactic size. And, if we listen to our intuitive guidance at what was coming in, we would be getting really specific action items today. We'd be getting a really manageable to-do list. But this thing to go out on this cosmic galactic level is a way to check out. And I know this is resonating with a lot of people because no one's ever told them this, and no one's ever told them how to manage this overwhelm, this, oh my God, how will I do it? That goes back to you being so small, inadequate, a child. So once again, healing time. All right. Yeah. Why am I choosing to embrace that level of myself right now? What does that do for me? Well, it prevents me from engaging. It prevents me from doing anything. And it keeps me safe should I fail. Mm-hmm. It's pretty powerful.
It's extremely powerful.
Yeah, we have to be honest about what all this stuff is. When I'm working with people, a lot of people don't want to be this honest. Nobody wants to call themselves out. Well, you got to call yourself out. You got to go, why am I doing this? Why am I engaging with this? Why is overwhelm my friend? Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yes, it is.
Leslie, I can feel the energy of this. And I need a sanity check from you right here. What I'm sensing is that we are so plugging into something right now. I'm feeling almost like a collective shame. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is I'm ashamed that I can't ask for big. I'm ashamed I can't create. What is that? Maybe you can help it. Shame, you and I have talked about before. That is right up there with the all-time. We got to get rid of that thing now.
Yeah, well, the collective level is definitely one that is carrying it. And then we have the inner child level that is, hiding in it and doesn't want to be hurt or harmed. Mm. So some of us in our big person bodies are still hiding at that childlike level because we don't want to feel what it felt like then to be devastated or to be judged or to be called out on something. And we didn't have tools. We didn't have the equipment. We had no power. The thing is now we do have tools. We do have equipment. We do have power. So, on the collective level, that's something else. Some of us are doing collective work, but some of us, that's a bit of grandiosity, if you ask me. Because, some of us want to hide in that too, like, oh, I'm doing such big work. I can't function in this realm. Okay. some of us really are, some of us aren't, some of us are acting overwhelmed. And, that's something for a little check-in with yourself and go, okay, how is this serving me right now? So remember, whatever the vision was that came to you, and we're talking about creativity, and this overwhelm thing comes up, check it out. Where is it? For most of us, it's inner child stuff. For most of us, it's family energy, and it's repetitive messages of failure. So today, let's heal the failure.
Yeah. I want to, here's something I want to share with you and all the listeners too. Last night, I was sitting there and I got a hit, right? What is a hit? A hit is an idea for me. I get this thing and boom, there it is. And last night I got 3 of them. One was, Pat, it's time to do the holistic makeover again. Boom, got that. And I'm like, yeah, that feels really good. The second one I got was, it's time to put up an addiction and recovery channel. Now that one, I don't know exactly where that came from, but boom, there it was. I mean, it's like 1, 2, I get things in 3s. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is either. 1, 2, 3. And the third thing was that had to do with a crowdfunding initiative that we were putting off. And because we have this idea, Leslie, my gosh, don't start crowdfunding in December. Don't do it in January. Don't do it. I mean, there's so many don't do it's. And I wanted to ask you, how do our don't do it's and our do it's, how do we recognize or reconcile our don't do it's and do it's? Because some people say, oh, I feel like I'm going crazy. Yeah, because we're stuck in the middle of that.
That's true. But oh my gosh.
Yeah. Want to take a break and we'll talk about it when we come back? Let's do that. Let's do that. Y'all got your do's, your do-its and don't do-its, hanging out together, causing your brain to feel like a little mush right now. We'll be right back. Leslie Fontaine, we're talking about creation. Yep. Maybe it is a new day. What would you like this day to look like? Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Tune in to Mainstream Metaphysics Radio to harness your connection with the universe to effect change for optimal success and happiness. Named one of the country's top psychics, Eve now brings her insights and gifts to this weekly hit call-in show, joined by visionaries, leaders, and gifted others, but mostly you. Jot it down. Thursdays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
What is a brilliant culture? And how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you design a culture that is authentic, innovative, and successful. Learn how to create change with Cultural Brilliance Radio, the DNA of organizational excellence, and Claudette Rowley. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit ClaudetteRowley.com.
Are you sick of feeling overworked with no motivation? Take a break from the daily grind. Life coach Nicole Eisler is here to provide a healing journey of optimism. Passionate and caring, Nicole is no ordinary soul. Her dedication to helping everyone has no limit. Witness the power of positivity. Tune in every first and third Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific for Positivity Party Radio with Nicole Eisler on Transformation Talk Radio. For more information, visit BigDreamAwakening.com.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Would you like to experience life-transforming adventures in personal expansion and world service? If you do, Tune in to learn about magical innate abilities that you can develop and use to make your dreams come true. Joy Elaine is author of the Joy Chronicles, and she's inviting you and millions of others to join her in working with galactic masters, angels, and the Ashtar Command as they assist humanity and planet Earth to achieve their ultimate destination of ascension. For more information about this upcoming event and broadcast, visit joyelaine.com. That's joy, ELAINE.com.
Tune in to Dynamics of Diversity Radio, scripting the new narrative for immigration with leading experts Kripa Upadhyaya and Steve Tanijo on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This show will remove the noise that often accompanies discussions on this topic and share a new perspective on the dynamics of immigration and diversity, ever reminding us that together we are all at the core of innovation, excellence, and positive change. Visit OrbitLawPLLC.com for upcoming topics.
One fine day, you're gonna want me for your girl.
One fine day. I love that song. I love that. Thank you, Benny. Leslie Fontaine is in the house. Creation every day is new. Leslie, before we jump back into that and talk about this, one of the things I'd love for you to do is please tell folks how they can find out more about you. But also, I would love for you to tell folks how you are getting ready and working with people to step into this creation, step into every day is new. I'd love for you to tell folks about, what you're doing to help folks.
Absolutely. Well, you can definitely go to my website, lesliefontaine.com. That's LESLIEFONTEYNE.com. You can call me 678-665-3366. And I am doing some pretty powerful sessions with people now. There's a lot that people are ready to do. They're ready to clear out some of the impacts of the core wounds, the agreements, even some nasty stuff that they've collected over time. They're ready to get rid of. And they are absolutely creating amazing things, from health and healing of really long-term chronic disease and pain to whole new ways of living, to moving into new countries. It has just been an amazing thing and an amazing honor to support so many people. So if you're interested in doing a session with me, I would love to work with you. Just reach out, and you can also get some of my CDs that help you meditate and clear out the energies when I'm not working with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is really exciting. Leslie, I know we were talking, talking before the break. I would also love to hear from you as we're talking about these topics. What is going on with people? Is there a pattern that you're seeing in the work you're doing with people that you're helping them either remove or change? What are you sensing as we're talking about this thing called creation?
What I'm finding is that there's a lot more conscious awareness and integrity and honesty about our blocks and the interferences in our field. People are really brave right now. They're not hiding from it. They're not acting all overwhelmed. They're not acting like they can't fix it. They're very clear that there is a solution, and they really understand the higher spiritual realms and the kind of energy that I'm bringing in. So my clients have just shifted dramatically over the last couple of years, and I am just honored to be witnessing amazing things. People in very high level positions, people dealing with chronic pain that are getting healed. People in other countries are finding me that, are professional soccer players. I'm amazed at what people are doing, and they get it, and they clear quickly, and they step into the next thing, and they understand the layers of the wounds. They understand responsibility in their own field, and they are doing the deal. And that's what I'm seeing.
Wow. I love that. Somebody was talking to me the other day and they asked me about what the limits are. What's my view of limitation? And I said to them, I don't really understand what you mean. What do you mean, my view of limitation? And they said, Pat, we heard you the other day say that you're taking the limits off God. And I said, yeah, because this is what, Leslie, you and I are talking about today. There are self-imposed limits that seem to be showing up, whether they're blocks or whether they're just one or two things that it's kind of like a broken nail. You go out and you get your nails done. You spend $100 to get your nails done. You come home, you lift a box, and boom, it's broken. And now it becomes a story. How can we help people?
Story was the word I was going to use. It's like a lot of us are hooked into our story. And I also call it self-imposed safety. We like the trauma of our story. And then we also like the safety of not putting ourselves out there. Just if in this moment right now, if we could have a few people just try this, you have an idea, you have a creative idea. So now, right now in this energetic space, put yourself out there. Like go out into that space of pure creation. It almost feels like a free fall. It feels like your heart space is fully expanding out. You don't sense the limits. You notice a little fear that comes up. You feel that part of you in your solar plexus that's kind of tugging you back. That's what it's like to step out. So to answer the question of limitation, be in that space right now and feel what this is like. People are feeling some coercion energy in the back of their neck, something to kind of pull them back in, reel you back in. Thoughts and ideas are starting to come. But even if you feel the weight's coming off your shoulders right now, that's a little scary. So let's separate scared of things going wrong from scared of something new. Okay, so really step out there, really let yourself feel that energetic place. So now the heart space starts to expand. And now your throat space is expanding, right? Because we want to speak about this thing we're creating, this amazing thing that's come to you to create, to make happen. And we put words to it now. And notice how it gets a little clogged up because we're not used to saying those kinds of words. Back to what you were sharing earlier about limits, and we're more comfortable talking about rationalizing and putting things into some kind of control. So now your throat space is really wanting to say something. What is it saying? I am making, I am creating, I step out, I manifest, I draw in, I allow. Just notice what's happening physically now, just through your whole field. So that should give people an idea of what it is. And I love that came was a fear of failure versus the fear of something new. Now, just leap into it. Just feel your heart just leap right now. Just like leap. And now that intention is out there. All right. So let it hang. Let it hang out there now. And now while it's hanging, just feel what's coming in through the top of the people's crown. So I'm feeling a lot of tingling right now. And what's coming to you about this thing? What are you going to do today? Just note what comes down through you of what you're going to do. That's how you stay in that place. If you want to retreat to overwhelm, you want to retreat into safety, then that's a choice. You can bring it back in, but notice that you are controlling it. That's what it's like. Woo!
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I got that one.
Oh, man, I got that one too. Wow.
Yeah. So all the time, if we understand we have controls and we can ask ourselves, what is this overwhelm? What is this fear? What is it about? Is someone watching? It's like on the crowdfunding. All right. So, 30 people in the room said, not January, not December. Okay. What is Source saying? What's your spirit just now? What did your spirit say? What did it say? What was the clogging in the throat about? Just notice what's coming to you in that moment. Is it a yes? Is it a no? That's all you need to know.
Leslie, this is an energy clearing that happens. Tell us, if you would, the power of calling in help. And what I mean by that is, you have shared this before. Archangels, ascended masters. And again, this goes back to something we talked about right at the top of the show. And that is, how, even when we ask the word how, we don't go to the place of how, and my gosh, there's like an amazing, amazing arsenal out there of ascended masters. We go to how, just me, it's just me. Yeah. How can we call in help like you just did?
Right. So, we're bringing in a really high vibrational assistance team, and we invite them. They don't come uninvited. They don't interfere. They don't meddle. They don't coerce and manipulate. Anytime you find someone operating like that, that's coming out of the ego space, and, stay away. So we're bringing them in right now, and I want you to invite them in. They have many, many different jobs and callings and ways of operating. There's ones that will resonate with you, and, in another time we can talk about each of these. But you hit something very specific, which is that we think of it as just me. I can't, I can't. One of the beauties about bringing in this powerhouse of companionship and teammates is that we find out we're not alone. It's our ego that thinks we have to be huge, that we have to be so big and blustery and all that, and so therefore we downplay the idea coming to us, that creative idea that comes to us. Bring those masters and archangels in and watch what happens. It's not based in your ego. It's not based in your personality strength and whether you're a type A person. It's completely based on your alliance with these powerful energies to shift the vibration.
That's exactly what we're talking about. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about what are some of the things that would cause us to contract right now going into the holiday season. What would cause the energy of us to go small? One of the most well-known times of the year, big, huge. What would cause all of us to really sit back and play not to lose instead of playing to win? What is it about this? Let's take a short break. I'm glad that's a question for Leslie. Leslie Fontaine in the house, everybody. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show, talk radio to thrive by. I am so thrilled to be talking to all of you. We have got talk radio for all of us. Are you ready and willing and able to accept all of the abundance you can muster up in your life? Yeah! Check us out at drpatshow.com, transformationtalkradio.com, transformationradio.fm.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
A word of caution. If you prefer the status quo and you are not interested in improving every aspect of your life, this book will trigger the shift out of you. The Truth is Funny, Shift Happens is available now. Author Colette Steffen brings the powerful knowledge and life-changing energy and empowerment from the radio airwaves to the pages of her new book. To get your copy in paperback or ebook, visit thetruthisfunny.com today.
When your body is awakened, your spirit comes alive. Dana Canetto is a transformational guide, embodiment coach, and spiritual mentor assisting women in realigning with their truth and embodying who they are by connecting to the wisdom of their body. Tune in every month on Transformation Talk Radio and the Dr. Pat Show Network for Body Divinity Radio with Dana Canetto. For more information on Dana and her services, visit danacanetto.com. That's DANACANNETO.com.
Are you ready to stop stress, anxiety, and low self-esteem from running your life? Join award-winning author Dr. Friedemann Schaub for Empowerment Radio and learn breakthrough solutions to switch out of survival mode and approach every day with great ease, joy, and purpose. Tune in the first and third Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific to Empowerment Radio with host Dr. Friedemann Schaub on Transformation Talk Radio. Visit thefearandanxietysolution.com to learn more.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JenRoyster.com for more information.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Leslie Fontaine's in the house. Leslie, before we jump in again, please, one more time, let folks know how they can find out more about you and also how they can work with you.
Absolutely. Well, as you've shared often, you can find me just Googling Sheer Alchemy, and you'll find Transformation Talk Radio and my bio that way. You can also go to lesliefontaine.com, LESLIEFONTEYNE, and there you will find information about how to get a session with me, a consultation to see if what I'm doing works for you. But this is absolutely a great time if you feel so moved to start your new year with a bang in terms of creation.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And if you all miss any part of this show today, it's going to play again right here on Transformation Talk Radio. I briefly mentioned that, kind of last night was sitting there, I got these ideas and then, you wake up the next day and the ideas turn into, as you mentioned, story. But what's the end game? It's kind of like, do we just get ideas from the universe to tease us a bit? Because some people think we just get that little cosmos, the cosmic joke, but not really, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, most people that get ideas do nothing with them. That's the reality. Okay, we can look at that. And, we come from some religious schools that have a very harsh view of things we do, things we don't, the good, the bad, the right, the wrong. So Source is unconditionally loving. We have absolutely no concept of that. We don't understand that in this world. And it brings and brings and brings over and over and over again ideas and inspirations for us to try stuff. Now, over time, we can shut down intuitive guidance and quit listening. All of us can do that. It's kind of like if you don't go work out anymore, you're just going to let your muscles go flaccid. Same thing with your intuitive guidance muscles. Same thing with your inspiration muscles. After a while, you just quit, and then you can become bitter. We've met those people. The unforgiveness thing can kick in. Source continually brings thoughts and ideas to us all the time, and it's to heal. It's not to boost our ego. It's not to make us super marvelous and wonderful. It's to, help us on our healing journey, our soul journey, and often the ideas that we get help others.
Before the break, I was talking about, coming into this holiday season. I get to celebrate this with both my Jewish friends and my Christian friends and people that are neither. But it is one of those times a year that people decide how they're going to celebrate, what they're going to celebrate. It's huge, if I could say that one more time. And yet, sometimes, at least the energy is we want to play really small.
Yeah,
want
we
to
do want to play
constrict.
small.
Yeah.
We want to be safe. Again, it goes back to safety. And that's one thing I would love for everyone to take away from today is if you've been continually getting your door knocked on with some great ideas, things that come to you, they came to you. They came to you for a reason. It's about you. So what part of you retracts? Notice that. Pay attention. And if you want me to help you with that, to work with you on this thing, it's not the first time this has happened for you. You've had this kind of retraction over and over again, or that didn't work, or I had someone work on me, that didn't work. Let's talk about that. Let's do some work on this whole thing there that's going on for you. It's not an accident. It showed up again for you. So where are you retracting? Where do you go into a safe space? And then come up with a story about why you're there.
Yeah. And, can we just for one moment invite people to the world of possibility?
Oh,
Invite people to the world of possibility, because we've talked about a number of things. But let's talk about possibilities today, the creation of those.
Well, let's say you got an idea, and I'm just going to make something up, okay? Let's say that you got an idea to create a new product. And notice in a millisecond, the very next thought that comes to you. Well, how are you going to do that? Where are you going to get the money for that? Or not you. No one would support you. No one will be there for you all by yourself. Thousands of thoughts come to you. Each one of those is an opportunity for healing. So start to watch what comes to you, make a note, and go, all right, I release that. All right, I choose to heal from that. All right, I choose to step into this awesome idea. I don't know how it's going to show up. Ideas start to come to you. Once you start allowing and listening, the next steps start to appear. Where to get help, where, financing is going to come from, all these kinds of things. Now, the rejector part of us is the one that says, oh, no, not that way. Well, no one will be there for you. Oh, no, well, it's not that big. All these things start showing up. Make a note of that and go, all right, do I want to hold on to that? So believe it or not, a part of our ego is part of the restraint device that holds us back. It says, oh, don't look foolish, don't look silly, don't look like a failure. What will people think? All that stuff. Again, another opportunity for healing, isn't it? So the positive about all this is that we can choose to let go of all of that. And then we start getting more and more that comes to us and more awareness. And we write those ideas down. And it may sound crazy and it may sound nuts because other people aren't doing it that way. But that's how the universe works. That's how it comes to you, because it's coming to you.
Wow. Leslie, what a great topic. Great topic. Creation. Creation today is what the topic is, what we're talking about. Every day is new. I want to thank you for today, and also ask you to just share perhaps a tool, a tip, or a message to help us remember that we can create every day as new, amazingly.
I'd like for all of us not to be afraid of what might happen if we step into our greatness, of what might happen if we choose to follow our heart's desire. Let's decide that today our hearts are worth healing and our path is worth following. And that way we step into this new adventure and we do become different. We do become changed. And people look at us and go, wow, look what happened to her. Look what he's doing. Look what they're doing. Isn't this great? And then you start to become an inspiration.
I love it. Inspiration. And that's where we started today.
Yep.
Inspiration. That's what you are, Leslie. I want to thank you so much for today. And let's take a moment again. Let folks know how they can find out more about you. You also have some downloads there for folks as well.
Absolutely. Just go to my website, lesliefontaine.com, or give me a call, 678-665-3366, and let's talk about what we're creating.
Yeah, and I want to make sure all of you know you're able to contact Leslie. Get some help here. Get some help. Let's get things moving. Let's get things opening up. Let's create if we could, and know that every day is new. For more information about us, you can go to transformationtalkradio.com or go to the drpatshow.com. You know what? We're not done yet. Stay tuned. We got another hour coming up. We'll be right back.
Preceding audio was via a Skype call.